All right. Perfect. We are on Facebook, Instagram. I have you. I'm hanging on tight. Instagram loves to give you the message hang on tight. We're letting everybody know you're on. Okay. Because last week we had some technical fun difficulties. All right. Happy Monday. Again, just waiting for Instagram, letting everybody know that we are live and we are going. So today was quite the day, wasn't it? If you're here in Central Florida, you got a nice little bit of a rainstorm. At least we did downtown. My folks out in the Leesburg area, they didn't get it as much as we did, but we needed it. Woo, our pool needed it. But as you can see, I'm still in my house. Yay! So that means one day at a time, one step for all of us to be halfway still building. We now finally have the big hole covered where the gentleman decided to step through our brand new ceiling after it was completely done. I know I mentioned it last week. One of those things. We now have Trixie back in the house. So we have both of the doggies. And, that's always so much fun, especially since they don't get along at all. Trixie's like a grandma. She's like 11 years old. She wants no time to do with Coco, who's a Frenchie, who, is going to be 4. And of course, she's like that spitfire of a little dog. And she wants to play and attack. And Trixie's like, no, go away. Leave me alone. Well, it looks like Instagram's got us now notifying people. And again, thank you so much for always coming on, watching, sharing, posting. And again, it's Lisa. Why not with Lisa? Because what else would you be doing on a Monday? Working probably, but you're joining me. So thank you so much. A lot's gone on. Like I said, we're in the house finally. Things are moving along. And I had a really good lunch today with a close friend of mine that I reconnected with. After COVID, we all lost touch with a lot of our good friends, and we weren't socializing, we weren't going to events, we weren't doing all the stuff we used to do. Well, now we're back in the swing of things. And let me tell you, I told myself come January 1st that I was going to step outside of my norm and I was going to start doing my events again. I was going to start attending. I was going to start being seen because in any business that you're in, you know that being seen is a main part of people recognizing you, wanting to talk to you. You're at the first and foremost thought when they think of something then because they just saw you or they just saw a post. They just saw your show. So I decided come January 1st, I'm going to go outside my norm. I'm going to attend a normal charity event that I normally hadn't attended, especially, during COVID, that I hadn't attended. And I wanted to be part of some really meaningful community groups. And I did that. And I also this year made a change from Coldwell Banker to EXP, which I am super excited about. As you all know, I love to say super excited. And I am. And I want to give a big, huge thanks out to Mitch Ryback and his wife, Jeanette, for never giving up on me. And then, of course, Pat, who is totally amazing for helping me when I'm asking all these questions of how to get set up. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. With that said, a lot of great things have already opened the doors and have already happened to me. But what I wanted to talk about, because I had this lunch with my friend today, and we're sitting there, we're chatting, and one of the main things, again, with whatever you do, it's being yourself, being genuine. And how you are successful is by doing just that. It's by being you. It's by being purposeful. It's about being genuine. It's not going out to Publix or to a community event or to go hang out with friends with the intention that you're going to make a sale. You're going to sell somebody. I'm going to make a sale. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. It's just going out and enjoying what you're going to do, hanging out with friends, being at the park, supporting a local charity event, just being amongst those people is going to give you opportunity that you probably aren't even anticipating. It's that whole law of attraction. You put it out there, it always comes back. And I really, really think because I've been in this industry now 23 years, and all those times, my intention is just to have just to have a good time, but also to enjoy what I'm doing. And I can honestly say that I truly love what I do. I truly love going to these events. I enjoy hanging out with my friends and totally meeting some great new amazing friends. And I will tell you what, I have met some amazing women this year that I can't even tell you their sphere of connections that they have and things that they do to give back to the community, or just them overall inside and out, are truly amazing. And I want to give one shout out to one of my really dear friends who I've become very have gotten to know more and more every time I get to meet her. And I met her at the Easter Seals event that a good friend of mine, Audra, invited me to, who I very much thank for that opportunity, as well as a lady named by the name of Quinn. So if you watch this, Quinn, shout out to you. What a powerhouse. I'm telling you what, this woman, she loves to put on her dress and her heels and her hat like she did this week, but she is out on construction commercial sites with the best of everybody. And she's talking about sprinklers and changing this and changing that. And she's just a powerhouse. And she's one of the great women that I've gotten to know over the past few months. And I went to this event just because I wanted to support. I wanted to be part of the community. I've seen this event happen in the past, and I'm like, oh, I want to be part of it. And what's so cool is now that I get to be part of it. Here goes Coco. Let me see here. Hang on. Let's see what she's going to do, because you know she loves to do that type of stuff. So we'll see what she does. So she's chasing lizards. But, okay, back to the subject, because you know it's like me. I'm always saying squirrel, and here we go. So, again, the intention for everything that I'm doing this year is really making me more successful, because I'm putting myself out there. I'm enjoying what I'm doing. I'm not forcing anything that doesn't feel natural, if that makes sense. Okay. So when I go to these events, yes, I go to these events sometimes by myself, and I'll meet other people there. But what is so funny, after doing this so many years, I'll go to these events and I will see people that I haven't seen in years because, of COVID and the pandemic that we had. And it just automatically clicks. And the next thing you know, this person's introducing you to this person, and this person's introducing you to this one. And it just becomes one of those things that you're like completely exhausted by the end of the day. But you come back so, I don't know what it is, just, it's not proud of yourself, but just full of energy and glad that you went and did what you did. And you feel that the time that you've put into this was good. It was, I know I keep saying good, but the time you put into it has now rewarded you in a sense, not just personally, but emotionally. And then, down the road, for me, it's, the opportunity to work with you on purchasing, buying, or investing in homes. So it's a great, great feeling. And I just wanted to kind of share that stuff, because what makes you successful in anything that you do, whether it's real estate like myself, or you're a salesperson, or you do cell phones, or you do solar, or whatever it is, it's like taking that time every day, putting a call to action for the week or the month, and putting it into action. Just don't write this stuff down. Do it. Like with this talk show that I did. I started it almost 3 years ago. Why? Again, what else was I going to be doing? So why not do something that I like? And it's giving people information, being a resource to people about community events, about real estate, about investment opportunities, just so that you and those that watch me and your friends have kind of a way to say, hey, I didn't know that, or hey, I'm going to reach out to Lisa. She might have, the information, or she could refer me to someone. That's the point about this. So when you put yourself out there, like Coco's trying to do to get the lizards, And what's funny, she's been asleep, you guys, like the whole afternoon. But it's always when I want to go on TV, that little, she has to wake up every time. Yep. It's that witching hour, 4:30 to 5. Okay. Oh, now she's going to be nice. Let's see what happens. God love her. Yo, this is my life. So she has her intentions every day are not to make her successful. They're trying to make me not yell at her. So back to hand you. What makes you successful? And how do you get that feeling? Getting that feeling of feeling successful every day is putting out the genuine nature, as I said. So, for those of you that are in real estate, for those of you that are salespeople, those of you that, are doing what you love, what are the next steps to help you create more business, to generate opportunities? Charity events, community events, the PTA, the soccer club. If your kids are involved, putting yourself out there. And what's so funny, and I know this happens to all of you, is that you'll have a family member say, oh, I just bought a house, or I'm going to buy a car. And then you're standing there going, we're related. Do you not remember what I do? That has happened, folks, plenty of times. And so they forget, even though you see them every day, they forgot that's what you do. And you probably know why. It's probably because you've never really mentioned exactly what you do. They know that you're in sales, but hey, did you hear about the market today? Oh my gosh, the rates are dropping. Isn't this great? Hey, so-and-so just contacted me about selling their home. Do you know anything that might be available in your area? Figure out a way to start a conversation that puts your knowledge in front of them. So when they go to think about something, they're like, oh, shoot, Lisa just told me that a client of hers was looking for a house. My neighbor just put their house up for the market. Okay, and I'm going to be a little, sneaky here too. You may not really have a client. But you're striking a conversation, okay? Sorry, shouldn't say that, but you're striking up a conversation that's going to hopefully get them to remember Lisa sells real estate, or so-and-so does mortgages, or so-and-so does solar, okay? All of these opportunities exist, but putting it out there is one thing we all forget to do. I mean, we all don't like to really brag about ourselves, do you? I mean, I do have a couple of friends who do, but that's besides the point. Needless to say, you don't like to say, oh, I made the top 12% at Coldwell Banker this year. Oh, I got a silver award, or I got this certification, or I got that. You don't tell people that usually unless they start asking you questions. Or if you show up with a big shirt and balloons that says, I'm the lucky winner. Aren't you glad you know me? Which, for those of you that know me, know that I love celebrations. So celebrating is always fun. Make the stuff a celebration. Have some fun with it. The other day I even mentioned, now this is kind of takes us back for some of the real estate agents that, oh gosh, there she goes again. For some of the real estate agents that back in the day when we used to talk about drumming up business, besides me wanting to throw a lizard at her. Excuse me. Excuse me. See, there we go. She thinks someone's here. It's every time, folks. It's like a squirrel. Okay, back to it. So the other idea I had the other day is, so if you sold a house or a car, you're a car salesman, or you did solar. And I know this is going to be probably like, oh, I thought of that. But have you put it into action? Okay, that's the problem. Do you think, but do you put it into play? Hey, I have a client of mine. He's been in the house 3 years. Boy, the sales prices are growing. He's really got some equity. Why don't I throw a spring into summertime event at your house? It's a happy hour. You invite all your friends. It's been 3 years since you moved in the house. Now I get to meet your friends. Prices have gone up. They might be thinking about downsizing or getting a bigger home. Now I've just created an opportunity. Okay, so the opportunity I've put in my head. I've created it. I've asked my client. Now you got to put it into action. And this is where a lot of people stop. They think of all these great ideas and they stop right when they shouldn't. Because why? We run out of time. I forgot to call them back. And now July instead of April. So put it into play now. And if you make yourself accountability, then it will happen. And making accountable is getting someone else involved. Maybe it's your lender, maybe it's a friend who's a liquor distributor, which I'm lucky to have there. And then maybe it's your buyer, your seller, your client. But again, this idea can be used not just in real estate, it can be used for any business that you're in, that you sell an end product to somebody. So that will make you very successful this year. I mean, because everybody, it seems, is looking for a way to celebrate right now. So why not celebrate us going into summer? I'm going to celebrate that we're in our house. Woo! And don't think I won't invite like my girlfriend who did these amazing cabinets back here, because it's in a way and an opportunity for her to get more business, because I'm showcasing every week and talking about the amazing job she did back there. So when you create opportunity like that for yourself, you turn around and you create opportunity for your friends. And then what are they going to do? When there's an opportunity, they're going to circle it back to you. So now you've just created more success because of you. You taking the opportunity, you taking the opportunity to be accountable, and then that accountability ends in an amazing result, whichever end product that you have. But the bottom line, again, you got to do this because you love this. Don't do it because someone's making you do it, because people can tell. It's like when you pick up the phone and you're calling somebody and you're like, hey, how are you? It's great. Yeah, so are you ready to buy a house? And then when you turn around and go, hey, happy Monday. It's Lisa. Are you ready to buy a house? Which one are you going to talk to? The grumpy ass one, or the one that is so energetic, cheerleader, might agitate you a little bit because she's so happy, but she might put a smile on your face. Duh. I know who I talk to when a salesperson calls me on the phone. It's the one that actually acts like they like their job. Okay. So today is not really about what's going on in the market, because we all know what's going on in the market. Orlando's the same. Okay, you guys, if you're a good, successful person in what you do, your end game will be the same, if not better, every time, because you're putting everything into action, everything that you know. But think outside the box. Don't think traditional. Think outside the box. Where can you get the next deal from? Where can you get the next sale from? Where can you meet the next client? And shit, it may be in Publix, okay? Let's just be honest. It could be at the car wash. Oh, wait, the other day, where did I meet someone? Gosh, you know me, I talk to everybody, and I can't even remember. It was the craziest place. Oh, Robert and I were at Lowe's. We're all buying plants. I struck up a conversation with someone about how beautiful those plants were and that my great grandmother used to have them in her yard. Next thing you know, we're chatting up a storm. Very, very easy, folks. Very easy. So think outside the box. Don't be afraid. So the whole party idea is a really good one. We said charity events. We said sporting events. We said Publix. Of course, there's always the bars. I don't even know what to tell you about that one. But, you're always, some people are a lot more conversationalist in regards to wanting to talk to people after they've had a couple drinks. So if that's your go-to, then go for it. Just make sure you got a card or one of those dot cards that has everything. So get all your information on there, because you will forget to capture their information. Oh my gosh, I've done that before. I leave, I give them mine, and then what do? I didn't even get their information. Hopefully they call me back. That does happen. I just call it a blonde mom life moment, but you can call it whatever you want. So I think we've covered a lot on making you successful. What makes you successful? And what I would love for all of you to do, instead of us talking about real estate today, reach out to me. Let me know if you have a vision board. I mean, I have a really very nice person that I met in Mexico turned me on to a couple apps. One is a Manifest, and then another one is I Am You is another one. And it pops up every morning, and it gives me something to think about. So is there something like that that helps you get your start of the day? Is it going to the gym? Is it, doing your, reading a quote? Is it meditating. I don't know what it is, but whatever it is, stick to it. Because if it's working, you don't want to, you don't want to have to break that mold and then figure out, oh shit, that was working. Stick to it. Figure out a way that you can make yourself accountable, whether it's telling your spouse, whether it's telling your best friend, whether it's telling your business partner, a lender, whoever it may be. Start making yourself accountable and think outside the box. Attend something you normally wouldn't attend. Have fun with it. And if you have to take a friend, take a friend. No big deal, because you know what? You'll probably have just as much fun taking a friend. You guys can combat as many people. You can laugh, you can giggle, and then people will be like, oh, I want to go hang out with them because they're cute, they're laughing, they're giggling, they're enjoying life and they're enjoying the event. I want to be part of that group. And next thing you know, someone's coming over and introducing themselves. So hopefully those are a few fun, helpful tips on creating more opportunity and how I feel like when I was talking to my friend, what's made me successful is being me. It's being a dork, it's yelling at my dog, it's doing my show, but it's being me. And it's me enjoying everything that I do. And I instill that in my kids. And I've told them this from day one, which you probably tell your kids as well if you have kids, is I hope that you take the opportunity now when you're in school and go through college, figure out what it is that you do love. And whatever it is that you do love, you have the opportunity to create it into not a job, but a legacy of opportunity, maybe is the best way to say. So I believe I've done that because I love what I do. I get to talk, I get to market, get to talk to people, I get to dress up, I get to do this show, and hopefully I get to help a lot of people with information and talk about things that they didn't know, especially when it comes to real estate, resources, investing, buying and selling, and helpful tips on getting yourself ready to buy or sell. So I would love to take the opportunity to say thank you to everybody who joined me. It looks like there's quite a few. Hello, everybody. Yay! I always love it when I see new faces on Instagram that have joined. Makes me happy. So this week, for me, I hope you will all keep my father in your prayers. We've got some major surgeries going on. So again, I swear, as you all know, life has thrown us some crazy roller coasters this last 8 months. And we have done it all. I mean, we've come out, we're here, we're in our house. It's gorgeous. My dad has a surgery tomorrow, and I know he's going to come out like a champ. So, there's a lot going on there. And April 29th, big event. If you are a whiskey drinker or cigars are your thing, they have at Unfurl that EXP and myself are part of is the Whiskey and Cigar VIP tour and tasting event. So what's going to happen? There are only 200 tickets, VIP tickets, mind you, and you will be tasting 75 plus whiskeys plus different cigars. And we also have live music and full-on buffet for everybody that's there. But it'll be a great event. And I personally have a few discounted tickets if it's something you want to do, because again, this is a VIP event. And if you, remember I said, do an event that you're not normally used to, step outside it. If you are an individual and you want to be part of this event, reach out to me. Let me know that, hey, I do solar. Hey, I do cell phones. Hey, I do cake decorating or birthday parties or whatever, because you're going to have a really good handful of individuals at this event, and enough that if you're there, you can chat and network and get to know them. It's not too many that you're going to be like not knowing anybody or be able to meet anybody one-on-one, because that's what you want to create, is that opportunity, is to meet someone one-on-one and connect with them. And hopefully we'll be there to help you do that. So that is April 29th at Unfurl. And if you'd like more information on it, contact myself, Lisa Four. Of course, you're watching me, so you know my name. Reach out to me via Instagram or Facebook. But if not, you can go to www.unfurl.com You'll have information there about the events and all the events that we're doing. We also have a big charity casino royale happening with Lil Rascals, and it will be an amazing event. And that'll be at Unfurl, but it will be a casino royale themed blackjack, roulette, craps table, you name it, live music, and everything going on there. I believe that's the first week of June. And June 22nd, we have an amazing charity event that is with Fashion Meets Art and Music, and it's going to be at the Orlando History Center. That is going to be a show. The designer just was recently with part of New York Fashion Week. He's the local designer here. So, of course, you want to support your local people, right? That's right. So, that'll be June 22nd. And if any of those you'd like to be a sponsor of, attend, or donate, raffles, silent auctions, whatever it may be, you know to reach out to your favorite real estate agent here in Orlando. Lisa for me at EXP. Why? Because you love me and I love you. So, yay. All right. This has been an amazing Monday. Put your smiles on. It's going to be a great week. It's going to be a great year. So put a few things of those little ideas into place. Make yourself accountable. Enjoy what you do. And I hope you all have a magnificent, marvelous Monday and jump into summer with the mindset that you got this. You make yourself successful and you can do it. So there's my positive motivation for a Monday. What do you think about that? So without further ado, peace out. And I will let you all go back to whatever mayhem you have on this marvelous Monday. Talk to you later. Bye, guys. Facebook, you're out.